Hey, can you guys hear me right now? What is going on? What is going on? Are you hearing the sound now? Hello! Hello, can you hear me? Can anyone out there hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Whatever I just did, okay? I'm now getting 0% dropped frames, so I think we're good. But what I will say is if it doesn't work, what did I even do? I sacrificed a goat, okay? I took a goat and a sheep out back, and I first dug a trench, and then I bled the blood of a sheep and a goat. And then the god of the dead arose from the ground and proceeded to drink the blood, my blood offering. And then Elliot Page came out. Elliot Page came out and then proceeded to drink from the blood as well. And afterwards, Elliot Page told me about how I didn't tell Elliot Page about the plan, okay? I didn't tell Elliot Page about the plan. Is he making another Odyssey reference? Is he making another? Yes. Well, I mean, you know, with how monstrous we're gonna be on this game, you could probably find it on live leaks later. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going crazy. I'm sorry. Anyways, what the hell were we doing last? It's hot down here. I don't know why it's hot down here. It's hot in the basement. The basement normally isn't so hot. I feel like I could start sweating. One second. I'll be right back. I don't know what's going on down here, but it is like something happened and the basement just gets hotter now. And I can tell it's like there's something going on because my humidifier doesn't even have to work anymore. I don't know what's going on. Which is also bad because if it gets too humid, then the guitars start to like soak up the moisture. And boy, is that not good either. And I doubt it's because of like the computers. It's not like they're running any hotter than normal at this point either. I mean, Echoes of Aincrad is a fully immersive Unreal Engine 7 experience. It's a huge experience. It has to pull the data centers that are being built outside of our city across the state line, but we're still going to pay taxes on. That data center its sole purpose is to allow me to play this game at 60 frames per second. And you're probably right, Tiff. I don't know. I don't go to Live Leak ever. But I can imagine that if Live Leak existed right now, it would be how good we are at this game. We are destroying the AI. A woman's intuition. New partner. Asuna. Do we really care about this? Whatever, it's fine.
Thank you for coming. This quest is supposed to be pretty difficult. I've heard that a lot of players have tried to clear it and failed. But that difficulty is exactly why we should give it a try. Come on, let's go. I can't even imagine how hard this quest is going to be. My gut tells me the boss will be something else. If you feel like you're in real danger, remember that your welfare comes first.
My welfare comes first, not yours.
Reach that boss and show the world
Oh my God,
it can
there are
be
so
beaten,
many freaking things
no
here.
matter how tough it gets.
No, I'm definitely not crazy. It's hot down here. It's hot and humid down here. Maybe it's the humidity that is making me feel different. It is hot down here.
The kobold.
Tiff, is it hot upstairs for you? Like hotter than normal? This has been like multiple days.
Is it over?
Multiple days in the making, for the record.
A treasure chest.
I can't wait for when Legend of Zelda comes out on PlayStation. And I can hear Navi speak through my controller. I don't know why I had that thought just now. Like how much I hate the stupid DualSense controller speaker. Or when did they start this? The PlayStation 4? Like, my God, I hate it. Oh, it's immersive. It's immersive. Your Tom Clancy comrades can talk to you through the controller. Delta, go. No, I don't know why. I don't know. It's wild how PlayStation and Xbox... Well, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in terms of just like make the console and make it play games. Skyward Sword already did that. I'm so glad I avoided it. I'm so glad I played it on a Switch. Yeah, it was on the Switch. We never finished Skyward Sword. Holy cow, what is this? Hey, congratulations for the 110 stream streak. What the is that even is that real? Is this just the this is just the Steam pitch, isn't it? It's crazy. When you think about it now, I don't remember the guy's name. I want to say it was Bob Chin. I don't know. I shouldn't be doxing anyone. The developer of Jin Conception was probably like 13 or 14 when he made that game. And now, how long has it been? Has it been 4 years? He's probably Greg Chun. He's probably an adult now. He's probably an adult. And he's still keeping it going, okay? He is still promoting the game. He, unlike many other creatives and artists out there, he understands that just because you made a cringe game as a kid doesn't mean that like it's not worth looking back on. And I can respect that. What am I doing? Are those things... Have I beaten those things? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people do this. I don't know how people play on any monitor with like any noticeable amount of latency. I think playing video games on the TV upstairs is intolerable at times because of the stupid delay. Like, it's a significant enough delay. That's what I'm playing Suikoden on with Tiff. It's significant enough that I notice it in Suikoden. I am I am not joking. Tiffany can tell you how many times when we started playing the first game, I stopped and would like mess with the TV to see if I could cut it down some more. Or I would be like, are you noticing this? Are you noticing this? Like as if she somehow knows when I'm hitting the D-pad. Do you notice this? Am I the only one noticing this?
That was the last of them. Good work. I think we'd have the advantage against that.
I am putting myself in mortal danger to look at a PNG file. Wait, what is this from? This has to be from,
Is it over?
Who's the third guy? I don't know who the third guy is. So obviously, the image you shared has Kraze and then the guy that just echoes Kraze.
Come on!
Oh, the Rockland NPC mayor. Okay. Okay.
Is it over?
I have fever dreams of playing Expedition 33 on the TV upstairs. I think to myself, like, if there was a purgatory out there, it would be playing Expedition 33 on a TV, on a Samsung or Vizio TV. I jumped. What is this? What is this? I can't go back up? Hey, this is how I beat one of the Divine Spears in Sekiro. Okay, I guess I can't reach him. Dude, I hold the button down. I hold the button down to move down. Where the hell am I supposed to? Oh, I guess I gotta go this way. I was gonna say, I'm on a plateau and with like the worst fall distance possible. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, maybe I can get back up this way? No, I gotta go down. Feels bad. It's wild. This just goes to show you, though, how insanely bad the firmware is for the DualShock controllers, though, because the wired connection was worse than Bluetooth.
Come on!
Oh my god, I used the wrong one. But I'm yeah, it is insane. Remember when we were playing Gitaru Man? We were playing Gitaru Man, and it was unplayable between the emulator, because you know emulators obviously are going to have their own issues with everything in general. How do I get this item that drops somehow in the middle of combat? Anyways, where was I going with any of this? I don't know anymore. Yes, Gitaru Man. I was going insane. I couldn't understand like what was going on. Why is this not responding to me at all? Because like when you're playing rhythm games, like there's always some in the modern era, I should say. Like we're far gone past the Famicom days of playing the original Rhythm Heaven. But there's always going to be variance on the timings, right? And if there's no calibration, you're fucked. But you adjust to it, right? You kind of adjust to it, and that's what happens. You adjust to you use the delay thing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But there are all sorts of reasons why that still doesn't work out great, because if there's any sort of sound...
Is it over?
feedback when you hit a button. Like, you can't... I don't know how to put it. It's going to be delayed from when you hit the button regardless, right? Because of that delay compensation, like, isn't able to, like, move things into the future, if that makes sense. So, anyways, you always adjust for it. And so for the most part, like, I was able to, like, self-adjust as going through that game. But, like, the further I got in the game, it became harder and harder to self-adjust because, or to, like, you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying. It became harder and harder to accomplish that because of how do I put it? I don't know where I'm going. Because of how difficult the songs were getting. Yeah, I think it was either PS2 or PS3 era. But you had to start accommodating it because, like, a lot of high-def TVs were, like, really shitty to play on otherwise, right? But your, anyways, the where am I? Like, where I've, the tangent thing stuff. I done run and you done tell me. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All I know is that what do I know? What do I know? What am I doing? Listen, I'm halfway through my coffee. It's only my first pot of the day. Obviously, I try and get in. Just like the doctor said, I should at least get 2 pots of coffee in before I start streaming, and then afterwards I can start taking my, and then after I get my 2 pots of coffee in, he wants me to drink 2 of the large Monster Energy drinks. That's the pre-game.
That was the last of them. Good work.
And then short stream today because I'm gonna go and see Spider-Man like right around noon. Where I'm going to go to an AMC theater and walk through. Christopher Nolan and I are going to go through the AMC Investor portal. So that means we get our free popcorn because we both have 1 share of AMC. You're going to watch it tomorrow morning? Wait, does that mean it's night for you right now? So you'll have watched it by the time I'm streaming next, I think. So that means if I crash out about that, I haven't even watched the other Spider-Man yet. Quick, someone tell me the plot of the last Spider-Man. I've seen like enough. I've probably seen the whole movie on YouTube Shorts, but I need to make sure I need to make sure I understand the order of the YouTube Shorts. Like the 3 Spider-Mans. There are 3 Spider-Mans, right? Like that's what I know. I know that part. 3 Spider-Mans. It's the meme. It's the meme of the 3 Spider-Mans pointing at each other, except it's 2 originally. I'm not saying my friend has bad tastes in movies. For the record, like, our tastes are just fairly different at times. Sorry, I had to drink from my second pot of coffee that my doctor tells me I should take because coffee is only good for you if you're willing to go all in on it. That's what I've found. It's in the cave here. She keeps falling and dying. I can hear her. What is happening? Wait. What is this about? Hold on. We need to take a step back on the movie talk for a second. Bob, did you just Did you just badmouth the best Batman movie out there? When you have George Clooney and some other guy. I bet the other guy, the guy that plays Robin in that Batman and Robin movie, I bet, and quote me on this, I bet if we Google those two actors, George Clooney's going to look better than the other guy. Like somehow the other guy will look like he's 70 and George Clooney continues to look like that sort of ambiguous 50. Like you're not, depending on what you want, he's either in his late 40s or early 50s appearance wise. Like, it doesn't take much to change it. Also, apparently, oh shit, what is it? I've been talking about the Odyssey at work and mainly about how I feel like I had a I've talked about this on stream, right? I feel like I had a hangover after watching that movie the following day, and I think it's because I was forced to be in a very uncomfortable position for 3 hours, and then we were chained to our chairs. Like I'm at the movie with Christopher Nolan. We've established this much. I'm chained to my chair, and the Clockwork Orange keep your eyes open contraption is what is going down on my face, right?
This one.
I am dying.
All done. Not bad, right?
I need to turn mouse sensitivity on. Wait, is that? Wait. The guy was just on Family Feud? What a coincidence. Wow. The universe works in mysterious ways or whatever. I don't know. Anyways. The where was I going with any of this? What was I talking about? Grandpa, I think. Or not grandpa, I guess, but great uncle, I think you're. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. Great uncle, I think don't you remember me? I opened my eyes and I opened my eyes for the first time and suddenly I realized that I'm surrounded by 5-year-old children. My nieces and nephews had been getting busy over the last,
That was the last of them.
after whatever. I don't know where the story's going, but I suddenly realize I'm playing a console game in front of what's now an antiquated OLED monitor. People think I'm old-fashioned because I'm still playing on monitors where everyone else is jacking into the nerve gear. Anyways, my 5-year-old great nieces and nephews are asking me what I'm doing. I'm playing Aincrad. Apparently, this is the one game that gives me comfort. It's the one time I can play a video game and, enjoy myself, but also... I think it's 2026 again. My mind is a scrambled mess. It's on a plateau. Or not, I guess this alone doesn't make it a plateau. But it's on a platform, and I can't get up there, of course. All right, so I have to go the other way. Huh? But how do you go the other way? That's the only road. All right, let's see. He had a 14-season run on NCIS Los Angeles. So what you're telling me is that Chris O'Donnell met whoever the hell performs the witchcraft magic on George Clooney.
I think you and I can take it though. That was the last of them. Good work.
It's hot down here. I'm starting to think that the AC's not working or something. Or that the vent down here has been shut.
Come on! Got this one!
True, true. We need... Oh!
We should leave.
I probably should have healed earlier, but I was being stingy. I was being stingy, to be fair.
Are we going there next?
Constantly getting bailed out by our friends. Where's Alcade? I want Alcade to cite in the
My
book.
blade is so much stronger. And it's thanks to the materials.
Oh yeah,
you
you're
helped me
welcome. Yeah, for
collect. I'd
sure.
upgrade it to its limit and use it all the time if I could. But I figure changing weapons as we climb each floor is part of the game. Oh, right. I didn't tell you, but I had another reason for coming here. It's because people hear about you when you fight particularly strong bosses. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing this for the glory, I promise. But if people start talking about me, then maybe Mito will catch wind. So, to make that happen, I'll fight with this weapon to the bitter end.
I might be going crazy. I look at this thermometer right now. I've got like a little thermostat thing. It says it's 66 degrees down here. It's not 66. I'm so I think it's 72, okay? I've become a master at Fahrenheit temperature, like room temperature, because Celsius, I'm on fire. I become a master at this because we play a betting game, all right? We bet our 301k at work every day. The entire contents of our 301k at work against each other, trying to guess what the temperature in the office is because we're sweating. It is 70% humidity down here, according to this. My humidifier says it's, now they are like, we're talking meters apart. But my humidifier says it's 57, which is higher than normal.
This one! Come on!
All done. Not bad, right?
I'm going to turn a fan on. I'll be right back.
That was the last of them. Good work.
Okay, all right, okay. So, where was I going? What was I going crazy about? Have I looked at the YouTube chat? Is YouTube calling CPS on me as I'm talking about grandnieces and grandnephews neglecting them while I'm playing a game that's 40 years old at this point on a TV. Can you imagine the guy doesn't use AR glasses? The guy doesn't use a nerve gear. And he's talking to imaginary people. He's talking to imaginary people, like as if he thinks he's communicating to some people online, but like the internet doesn't exist anymore. We're already jacked into the internet 24/7. We all have Neurolinks on right now.
Is it over?
Oh, I know his generation. He's a wait, what am I? Tiff, am I a Zoomer? No, I'm not a Zoomer. Am I a millennial? Am I? They're gonna call my generation the Doomers. We were young enough that we couldn't get drafted into the Iraqi war or the war in Afghanistan, or not the Iraq. Well, yeah. I know there was no draft. Listen. This is how propaganda works. It all gets rewritten. It all gets rewritten at the end. Too young to fight in Afghanistan. Too young to fight in the Iraqi conflict. Too old to fight in World Wars 3 or 4. Old enough to know that there was a Tokyo 1. Oh my God.
This one!
She took my kill. You guys saw that?
Switch!
Why didn't I just shield? Where's my parry button? Oh, I can't parry that anyways. Ah!
Come on!
Fight on your own terms.
Yep, got it. That was the last of them. Good work.
The Iraqi war. He was old enough to see the holy text that was in JoJo lands when we saw the Messiah for the first time. Don't you know about the Messiah, you guys?
Keep your
The
guard
two poles that stick into the ground and then form a weird stick figure? The ultimate stand? He was old enough to see that. Where is she going?
One down.
I don't think you guys understand. I really just kind of want to stop playing this and go and play Elden Ring instead now. Getting those parries on not Margit, on Radigan. That's right. It would have been Margit, but it was Radigan. I can't. It's been more than 2 weeks. It's been more than 3 weeks since we played this game. You said this is the only game nominated for a Kusoge? I think it's crazy. All right, I'm gonna say this much. I think it's insane to think about like how we can. I don't know. Where am I even going with any of this? Where am I? Is there another way through this cave? Yeah, like the whole like worst game of the year awards in general never made much sense to me because like no one is playing the worst games in the world, if you get what I'm saying. Like no one is. One guy is. The one guy that buys the $200 beat 'em up on Steam, aka Matt McMuscles. That's like the only person playing that game. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. I understand, like, you know, that doesn't get you the clicks. You have to just use a short, concise title. So I understand why. But, like, just the lack of clarity kind of bugs me sometimes. Because, like, this game, don't get me wrong, I think this game is like a 3 out of 5 right now. I don't know, if the story shits the bed, it's going to be a 2 out of 5. And that's rough. That game was featured on the Kusoge Hunter YouTube channel. It better be. Someone needs to know about this shitty game. I'm pretty sure that game actually was mining Bitcoin off of your computer too. So you are paying like 4 times the price of roughly 4 times the price for a AAA game for your computer to make money for other people. Like, Jesus, are you kidding me?
It fires at range. That was the last of them. Good work.
Come on!
All done. Not bad, right? One shot! Penties. Okay.
I definitely misheard her, but for a second I thought she said tendies. I was like, what?
Huh? Is that a treasure chest?
Okay, here. They forgot to finish the map. That's all it was. They forgot to finish the map. You just walk up this way, easy. I think that's one of the sad realities of like the world we're in now is that people are too safe with game development in general, and that hurts us in 2 ways. The first one being that like you don't get as many just ridiculous flops that are so bad that they're good, and you also don't get like the ridiculously cool games that, you know, happen to work for like a select few. They're not necessarily giving you blockbuster numbers, but like, you know. This game is kind of like that, though. Honestly, I mean, it's pretty I don't know how to put it. Oh, great. She's going to jump off the cliff now. This is what she does. Will I get everything from there?
That was a tough one.
It's almost like you have to choose, like when people talk about like Kisoge or like worst games, whatever, blah, 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 they have to be games that a lot of people are insisting upon playing regardless of their quality too. So like, I think one reason why people are playing or people are talking about this game, are people talking about this game a lot? I don't know. Is because it's sold really well or really well for a game of its quality, right? But that's my guess. That is my guess.
Is it over?
I still have 2 heals, right?
Safe area. Let's rest a while.
I'm not resting. Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, how many UFC games do they need to release before those just completely start flopping? And I realize UFC isn't like, maybe not like the IP, the category of IP you were like referencing specifically. Oh my God, of course.
Here I go. Here I go.
But I do think that UFC, wrestling games, certain sports games as well are like great examples of how you will get a return on your investment regardless of how shitty your game actually is.
That was the last of them. Good work.
Like you really need to do some catastrophic damage to get a game to like one of those games to fail, right? And you need competition in the marketplace. And a lot of the times I feel like those titles don't have competition at this point. Like who's making wrestling? Oh, okay. Wrestling is a bad example now that I realize it, or at least it might be soon, because there's that AEW wrestling game that maybe didn't turn out to be good this time, but who knows? It could be. If there is a direct competitor to like the WWE games, maybe we start to see innovation and stuff in that marketplace, in that ecosystem, in that whatever. Why am I using big words? I don't know.
There. You don't want to underestimate.
Wait. I challenge that. Like, did you not like even before they got way too technical and stuff? Like, so we're talking WCW for the N64, WCW NWO. Or even going back further, and we're talking about the WWF Super Nintendo games, or Slam Masters. So I think every sports-related genre has a breaking point where it becomes, excuse me, where it becomes more about simulation and less about. I guess the term you could use is arcade gameplay, right? But whether it's racing, whether it's blitz with football, American football, yada yada, so on. At some point in time,
Come on!
Is it over?
because I feel like I knew plenty of people that really liked playing football games in particular before they started to before you started to have to understand gaps and blocking schemes, because I'm not about that, man. I mean,
I can see a safe area.
there is a point where I'm just sort of, yeah, it's not for me, right? Whoops. My thermometer thing, I think, is slow to update. It's now up to 72 is what it's at.
Probably this way.
I know what I want. So I typically don't have large fans running a lot. What about the M. Dickey wrestling games? Oh, we all know those aren't good, but the prison one. Have you guys seen these M. Dickey games? I don't know how they came about, how they originated in general, but they are.
Done.
But they're wild. I went the wrong way. They are.
Type 2?
They are ridiculous. It's like if someone took the WCW NWO
Was the last of them.
engine and ran with it. They made their own wrestling game. I'm assuming that came first.
Is that a treasure chest?
And then afterwards they decided that the next best thing they could make was a prison game. So it controls a really clunky WCW NWO for the N64, but you're in a prison simulator. And then I think they made one for school as well, which is weird because you're getting Judgment 2 or whatever. Lost Justice vibes, because everyone looks like they're in their 40s and on steroids. But it takes place in a school. I haven't looked at that one all that much.
I think we can take this. Keep your guard up. Is it over?
Did I just not? I got my one chest and then I was like, I'm just going to keep running and have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Those M. Dickey games are really interesting because, I mean, I think those games maybe have some sort of novelty to them or something. I don't know. I interchangeably use the words novelty and soul quite often, I feel like. Maybe I'm giving people too much credit by saying soul, but I intentionally kept myself from using soul in this capacity because I don't necessarily think the game has soul. But what they end up doing is they combine. I don't know. They look super fascinating. I played one on stream, right? Wait, which one did I play on stream? I played the wrestling one on stream a little bit. Wrestling Empire. I think. What is going on? How do I get up here? I have to rope back around. Conceptually, they don't sound like they're fun at all. Like you are taking the clunkiest part of the WCW NWO wrestling game from the N64, which is like, you know, the worst part about the WCW and NWO like THQ wrestling games for the N64 and stuff were specifically that they kind of control like ass and they're clunky. So you're taking that type of gameplay and then you're putting simulation like aspects on top of that, like a health meter and like they're putting in like sleep and rest and stuff, which inherently I don't think are necessarily fun interactions. But the game is just such a sloppy mess that you kind of enjoy it, or at least I kind of enjoy it. I don't know. There is something really... I don't know how the hell to get up there. Oh, it's... I see. It's a rock that you blow up. I couldn't see the trees. I couldn't see the forest for the trees, or the trees... For, oh, what? I couldn't see the trees for the forest. Man, it would be good if there were, right? All the times we just fall off a cliff. That's like 1 foot too high. I mean, to be fair, this game takes fall damage in a more realistic standpoint. But also, like, I don't know. We're playing a video game. My question for the group: would you rather have invisible walls that keep you from falling to your death, or have ridiculous, you know, like the way that the game is set up right now? That's my question.
All done. Not bad, right? Oh, an arc. What should we do?
Come on!
We finally won! Look over there! A chest!
A chest. True, true. Well, at least, like, in this game, falling to your death doesn't really mean, like, actual death, like you go back to your rest point. You just go back to where you just were a moment ago. I just feel like they could just not have you fall. I mean, like, I guess at that point the return, or the return on building in those fake walls, which isn't worth it at all for the record in this case, is that you prevent players from having to see the animation and be frustrated by the really small falls, like fall drops, whatever I'm trying to say. I don't know anymore. I went the wrong way. Go in here. This isn't where I'm supposed to go for the chest. What the? This is what I want. Like, when am I? Oh, you know, actually, I might already know the answer to that. I don't. You know what? I don't know what I want anymore. Is he going crazy? Is he going crazy? We need to find time to play more Growlancer. I had a super busy week, which is why I did not find any time to play Growlancer this week or the week before. I am actively forgetting the story, but also that means I'm forgetting that the little fairy character, what is she? I don't remember. She's a homunculus. That's right, a homunculus. Every other line, like, we can't, obviously this is the localization team and so forth, blah, 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 but like every other line she is technically saying, and I can say this because I know Japanese now, every line she's actually saying, Edward! Every time we do an action in that game, the homunculus says, Edward!
Oh, a boar! An elite class enemy.
If I had one criticism for Growlancer right now, it's that the homunculus has to yell, Ikuyo! Every time we do an action in that game, and it drives me insane. You guys don't understand how much like mental damage I take. Or I guess in the words of that one comedian, emotional damage. That I get so much emotional damage hearing that stupid homunculus, aka fairy. We can't just say fairy, okay? Because too many games use fairies.
Is it over?
Am I Skyrimming? Is there a reason to Skyrim here? What's the point of me Skyrimming? Why would they give us the ability to Skyrim up here? What's the point? Anyways. Oh my god! Okay. Oh, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with everything? What is wrong with the world?
Is that a treasure chest?
I don't know what I need to do. I just need to. Wow, we have things over here too that we have to go do. Why am I a completionist? I'm not a completionist. I could be playing Elden Ring right now. No. I'm having a fine time. But I do find that sometimes, like, my brain wants me to do thing on map. But if you force me to play an Assassin's Creed game, I probably wouldn't do any of that because the map is too big. But when you serve it to me on a small platter, this is the problem. Okay, I understand. I get why I'm compelled to do this now. I'm at conveyor belt sushi. And someone just grabs the plate and puts it in front of me. I'm going to feel compelled to eat it. Whereas if you brought out like, so I'm probably gonna eat so much sushi. I'm gonna eat way more. Let's pretend cost doesn't matter for a second here. If you put me in a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, I am going to eat way more sushi than way more food in general, not just sushi, because you know they have other stuff there too. You have your seaweed salad, you have your tamago, you sometimes have sashimi. Anyways. The point I'm making here is that I'm going to eat so much more sushi at a conveyor belt sushi restaurant than I would if I were at, say, like a regular ass sushi restaurant. You could throw a whole boat at me under the presumption that there are other people around to eat it too. I am going to eat way less food, even with a boat of sushi in front of me. And so this is the problem here. This is what's going on. I am eating all of the conveyor belt sushi because it's being served to me in bites, like in small bite sizes, in tapas. I think tapas, is that the term? I don't know.
Time to show it who's really. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go.
All I'm saying is that, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong on that. You're not wrong on that. Maybe my metaphor isn't the best for this case, but I do think that's why I'm doing it. It's because the side content is being served to me at smaller portions, and as a result, I feel more compelled to complete it because it's only like 3 things on a map. If you gave me an open world, I probably wouldn't do any of this. Maybe the team was actually cooking when they decided not to make like a true open world game. Maybe. But I do think like the level design in general, like the level design, like the design, not the level design, but the game progression design, the quest design system is really out of, it is every video game YouTuber's favorite word or phrase. It creates ludonarrative dissonance. You're playing an MMO. You're playing a single player game that is an MMO in lore, and it's not open world. Like that in and of its design, the game itself is not open world. The game that we are playing in the first layer of Inception is not open world, and that's what like really drives me nuts about this. I mean, I, for the most part, agree with you 100%. There are exceptions. Like the fact I'm talking about Elden Ring right now is evidence enough that I'm not completely against the idea of an open world game. And while often not spoken, I think about this quite often with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as well. Like, I just think to myself, I could be playing those games right now. But I can only mention it like once a month, because otherwise if I go any higher, then the Reddit police get on me, the Twitch police get on me, and they're like, oh, this guy's a Nintendo fanboy. Oh, he's talking about this. Oh, he's a Nintendo fanboy. And that removes all credibility. And what do we know about credibility? We know that that's the only thing that matters to us, right? That's the only thing that matters. And I only care what people on the internet think about me. My Reddit karma, when we all approach the pearly gates, we know 2 things in life and death, right? The first one is that the Bald Alliance, membership to the Bald Alliance comes for everyone, whether in life or death. It comes for everyone, okay? It's a fact of life. We all join the Bald Alliance eventually, and I'm just saying maybe we should support our brethren, our family, knowing this, right? I don't think it's that far-fetched. Where the hell is this thing? I'm above it, so it must be in a cave. Yeah, it's got to be in a cave. And the other thing here, the other thing that we know is that when we reach the pearly gates, well, who's the angel that greets you at the pearly gates? I don't know. Regardless, he retired. He retired, and now it's your favorite Discord moderator that runs the show. And he asks you, because Discord doesn't inherently have a karma system, to my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. But he asks you at that point, what's your credit karma? What's your Reddit karma, not credit karma?
Finally.
Fuck. What's your financial credit score? Oh, my body is... Yeah! I forgot I should just use my laser beam to see where it's at. Not that I think it's going to give me... Like, the laser beam in and of itself isn't going to tell me where it is. But what it will tell me is whether or not it's underground or above us. And I'm assuming it will just confirm that it's underground. But I don't think this is the right way to go anyways, so...
The kobold. Should we fight it?
I like being stopped by rope.
Over there. A boar type.
A boar type. A sphincter plant type.
Not today. We beat it.
All right, you just used a high cooldown skill to take care of that. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, it's this thing that I still don't know how to get to. Fuck me. Wait, no, it's just this way, right? What are you talking about?
What should we do?
Can I get to the platform if I jump far enough? Nah. If this turns out to be something where we can't access it... Ah, I didn't mean to do that. We can't access it because we're like too... Wait, what about this? Why would the rope stop us in one area, but then it doesn't stop us? It's fine. Here, did I find it? No, this seems too high still, right? What about from here? Oh, this is big. Okay. Oh, right, yeah. So... I'm not like openly opposed to open world games, but I am openly opposed to open world games when the sense of exploration kind of gets removed. And I don't know how to put it. I'm not trying to like do this. I'm not trying to be part of the same circle jerk that's like, UI HUD is bad. And then like it shows Elden Ring and then you have like 50 different things they've added to the screen in an effort to like try and glorify the lack of helpful tips that Wait, am I actually... Was I coping? I don't think I'm going to get to the place I wanted to through this cave now. Oh, no. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're good. But the point I am trying to establish is that... How the fuck do you get anywhere now? I'm so confused. Because this just leads us out the back to a chest here that are... We got this chest already. I think open world games need to have some sort of... I don't know. Open world games need to not compel you to do everything for one thing. Like... I don't know, man. I feel like the more... If I had all the time in the world, if I did not have a high if I didn't have a high quantity of work, because I mean I'm sure there are jobs where people can basically just like get their work done and then like they just fuck off for 6 hours of the day because they've made themselves so efficient, and then like you just don't go out of your way to talk about how efficient you are, and you get by. Assuming that's actually the case, and like, you know, maybe there's a person that can get a lot more of their time back from their otherwise grueling day job, but not being in that position means I have like literally no desire to play a game like I've already tried this. It means I have no intention to play a game such as Crimson Desert. That's the game's name. I'm sure I have to get through here, like going down that way. That makes the most sense. I don't know how else I'd do it. Anyways, where am I going with anything? What am I doing? What is the point of this? Fuck. No, it's really not meant to be shade towards skis. Like, it's like if that genre in general interested me a bunch, then I would just go and play it. But like, I don't have the time, man. But because Geezlek, for the record, I'm pretty sure Geezlek voluntarily will play some Assassin's Creed games at times, right? So I think our priorities are, unless you're saying that Geezlek is able to like manage his full-time job into a smaller amount of time and he's okay for it.
I can see a safe area. Should we rest?
For the record, when I'm saying this, I am not thinking about Geezlek specifically, because I don't know what Geezlek does. As far as I'm aware, the one things I do know, since Geezlek and Alcade talk about stocks quite often, I'm assuming Geezlek manages a multi-million-dollar portfolio. And don't correct me. Don't correct me. This is the character that I've established for Geezlek. Multi-million-dollar portfolios. In fact, probably dealing with Matt Damon's portfolio right now after the millions he made making The Odyssey. Oh, is he playing Crimson Desert right now? I knew he was playing it or had been playing it recently. So but I have a friend who like has described to me that his job is like, oh, if it's like his job doesn't necessarily require a whole lot of input on certain days. So what he does is he just puts a mouse joggler, I think is the term, on. And lets the mouse move a little bit for him on occasion and keep his computer and Teams instance active. And like, that's what he does for at least a couple days a week. And I'm thinking to myself, if I wasn't doing anything at my job, like if I were taking that approach, I would find myself in a situation where I am putting in hundreds of hours a week down the road. I have to do so much prep, and I have I have to do so much shit at my job. Not saying it shit in a bad way. Like, there is always so much I have to do at my job to be. I just passed the rest point. I could have fast traveled out. What is wrong with me? Now I have an elite on our tail. But yeah, I'm assuming most people have a similar work experience where if you, and not to mention, like, if you're working in the service industry or the blue collar industry, the blue collar field, if you're a blue collar worker, if you're a service industry worker, if you're doing anything that is customer facing, like, you don't have the luxury of what certain jobs in tech production or managerial roles have, where, like, you can potentially delegate a lot of your tasks, or maybe, you know, the amount of work that you have to do, you can automate and cut down on time, make more efficient, and just not tell people that that you're not working 40 hours, because that is, like, the smart thing in the grand scheme of things. And I'm jealous.
Are we going there now?
I am jealous because there's always work to be done, and we have, like, billable, shippable things that have to be sent. And so it's all out in the open. The point, though, is that, like, what time I do have available, I would rather see, I don't know. What I actually want is I want really interesting stories and narratives that have some ridiculously contrived plot that, you know, either gets me really into the characters or is so fascinating from a narrative standpoint and character driven that I'm just along for the ride and don't want to put the game down, right?
Is it over?
But also be, like, somewhat concise, because I don't want to spend 70 hours just to find out that the force field of hatred is the real reason why I'm playing, why my army is full of murderers, okay? I don't want the force field of hatred to retcon every bad decision that a character has made. You know the one problem? I probably need to invest in circulation for the basement, especially if, like, we're trying... I don't know. Well, just leaving it at that. But I also don't like the extra sound and white noise that fans create. So, like, I need to go and buy a bunch of Noctua fans. Noctua? How do you pronounce that? Listen, Bob, they deserve feelings too, okay? They're gonna be our overlords soon, and if we're persecuting the AI, if we're persecuting the bots who are... Where is he going with this? Where is he going with this?
Is that a kobold type 2?
What was I just on? I've lost my entire I've lost the plot. Oh, but so there is, like, a potential for Crimson Desert. I just kind of assume that it probably doesn't hit this for me, because if I'm not mistaken, it's made by the same people that make Black Desert, the MMO, right? And if there's one thing I know about MMOs, generally speaking, is that they're gonna have very... I am saying the thing that I just said I don't actually care that much about. But what I think Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom really get right is that they commit to the open world in a way that feels genuine. So there's one stark difference between those two games, and that is, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're... Oh, that's not a... Okay, that's not shallow. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Where are my tissues?
That was the last of them. Good work.
I talk a lot about immersion in video games, right? And I feel like I'm pretty good at not being like I let myself get immersed a bunch and stuff, blah 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 blah. But I think that like one of the things that knocks me out of certain open world games is how gamey they are in ways that I just don't. I don't necessarily. Wait, what is this? Oh, did you just pull that, Tiff? Nice, congrats. Oh wait. Wait. Resets come, so I've got my things that I can grab now too, right? Oh, we'll do it later. It's fine. Okay. Sorry, getting back on track here. Talking about like open world games and stuff in general. I feel like I'm pretty good at letting myself get immersed in games and movies and media in general. And I think maybe I'm more critical towards video games, for the record. But like... The Odysseys, I hate talking about, or not hate. I don't want to keep talking about the Odyssey though, but I think that's a good example. You could go crazy talking about all the things that just sort of feel off in that movie, but in general, I really enjoyed it. Like I actually had a fun time watching the Odyssey, and I think even though even though Christopher Nolan, I'm blaming Christopher Nolan for this. I think Matt Damon is a perfectly fine actor, for the record. But even though Christopher Nolan's decision to have Matt Damon play Jason Bourne, playing as Odysseus, is maybe not the best choice in the world, like, whatever, you know? I get over it. There are some really freaking cool parts of the Odyssey that I feel very strongly about. I enjoyed the movie, is all I'm trying to say, right? Maybe. Wait. Did my stream just die on me? Oh no, it's okay. It's back. No drop frames. Whatever. It's fine. I mean, I complain about things I also just really dislike too, for the record. But I do get really critical over things I am enjoying, and oh my god, I'm so lost again. I do obviously get really nitpicky over things that I really like or feel like could have been amazing if they had just changed a few things. And that's why I'm not really like, I mean, there are certain things I'm attacking about this game. Like, I feel like the roll feels not great. But to be honest, I don't really feel super strongly about this game one way or another.
Not bad, right?
But it does serve as like a, okay, but anyways, Elden Ring and the two latest Zelda games, I think, do open world really well.
Good work.
And for the record, the two Zelda games both have like quest logs too. But I think they avoid making the game feel overly gamey, if you will. That is my big problem, I think, with a lot of open world games. I don't know when it happens or when it happened completely, but it's just seeing a bunch of quest markers on a map and just, it's the overwhelming sensation of just being like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Do I really have to deal with, why do I see 30 different quests show up? Honestly, part of like The Witcher 3 has this problem too, to some extent, but I just want to see, I want to be in a world and have one primary motivation.
But I think we can handle it. All done. Not bad, right?
And if I want secondary motivations, I can turn those on too, like in Breath of the Wild. But like, that's the whole thing. You basically open up Breath of the Wild, You go through like parts of the intro quest. Maybe it's even at the start. I don't remember. But you get that quest indication of defeat Ganon. Or Ganondorf. I don't remember. I don't remember anymore. It's apparently been too long since I played Breath of the Wild. But then that's it. That's it, man. That is your primary focus. And yes, you pick up other side quests along the way, but just it's the idea that you have one primary motivation, and that is everything you do is an effort of it's an effort of completing that main quest. And I think Elden Ring does a good job of it too, and maybe a little more so at times in its immersion, because it is not throwing quest indications and tracking at you, which to be fair, the first time you play Elden Ring is a detractor because you don't realize that you are triggering quests and whatnot. But then when you look back on it, it ages better for that reason, because you start to understand how the quest systems, like which quests work and what the qualifiers are and whatnot. It feels more organic. But you are going to miss more content on your first playthrough.
That was the last of them. Good work.
But Tiff, oh yeah. Anyways, I guess I didn't address specifically, Tiff, the comment on like the delay. I'm not worried about it. You might even be able to play like in 1.5 speed, and it'll catch you up to the buffer too. I don't know what I'm saying.
Come on!
Apply pressure. Is it over?
This is and yeah, that's exactly the case, Bob. It's all about like the trade-offs and like this is why I feel like, at least for me specifically, the direction that the development team wants to take with the game matters quite a bit, because like what we would perceive as a flaw may end up rewarding the player in the grand scheme, like in the experience overall. I think a really good example of this is straight up, it's straight up Undertale. Like Undertale talks to you about the mercy system and whatnot, and how that works to a great extent initially as part of the tutorial. But it doesn't tell you that sometimes there are encounters that you just can't talk your way out of, and mercy that you just have to endure it, right? So it gives you enough of the information, because the first time I played Undertale, I killed Toriel. I didn't realize that you could like, you know, just defend your way through Toriel. And so I could be the type of person to complain and be like, well, I didn't realize that the first real encounter of the game, I could actually have, you know, resisted and found a peaceful way out. But that's the intention of the game. There's that one game I talk about occasionally called Sometimes You Die. And it's a mobile platformer game. Where basically you find yourself pretty early in with certain jumps that you just can't make. Like literally the pit, your jump is only half of the pit length. But you go ahead and make the jump anyways, and you die. And what you find when you get back to that screen, or maybe you spawn back on that screen, I don't remember for sure, is that your corpse, your old corpse is there and has become a platform to jump off of. So you go through the game under the assumption that, like, I guess I have to just get myself killed all the time to, like, progress past certain points. Only to find out at the end of the game, there's a message. Like, there are a lot of, like, demeaning messages. Not, you know, like mean messages towards you, trying to, like, tell you that you can't do this and that you're going to die, blah, 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 as you go through this. You complete the game and you find out that there is a message that just tells you turn around or turn upside down or something like that. and basically what it's trying to get you to do is to just flip your phone upside down. And when you do that, the gravity of the game straight up changes with it. And so you find yourself saying, "Oh shit."
Don't want to underestimate Nepenthes types.
The game I think is called Sometimes You Die, or Sometimes You Have to Die, or something like that. I don't remember. It's something like that. And so you flip your phone upside down and you find out, oh, I guess I probably could have gone through all of those screens and levels without dying once, because I could have just flipped my phone upside down and manipulated gravity. So I understand, like, all of these things I'm describing right now are not like, these are not apples to apples, right? We're talking about game design. Let me see if I can, 1 second. Yep, it's 100% this. Oh, I guess even just straight up the ads tell you that's how you play. So the game is in fact lying to you, which is pretty great, I guess. I don't know. The game is lying to you because you don't have to. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is I see that as, like, albeit a very different scenario, but still the withholding of information and of mechanics to the player, I think, can be an intentional decision and can enhance the experience in a meaningful way. And I kind of see that, but there can also be times where it's just like, oh, you didn't know about the fast travel mechanic because we didn't have a tutorial screen and there's no button prompt that tells you how to do it? Oh, sorry, buddy. Not referencing any game specifically there, just like what are you doing? Making up a random situation that you could get annoyed at. Like, there's a difference between that and there's a difference between, like, well-directed, well-intended misinformation or lack of information from a developer. And I think Elden Ring is a good example of, like, yeah, they don't actually want to give you quest markers and stuff because they don't want you to know what things, what dialogue and whatnot are actually quests. And I, like, respect that decision. Where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, I'm dying? There. This is fine. Oh, I thought I was going to attack, not just stand there menacingly for a second and then just start moving. Yeah, I have a feeling that I think FromSoft had, like, a great situation at their hands because, even if so obviously they know they're gonna sell games pretty well because the games that this studio puts out are generally considered, like, highly regarded and whatnot. And then they also end up getting the hottest writer / creator they could for story credits at the time, in George R.R. Martin. I think the cards just the hand they were given was just like perfect for the time.
That was the last of them. Good work.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they didn't even use their Dark Souls publisher, right? Is Namco? Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, never mind. They are both published by Bandai Namco. For some reason, I thought it was a different place doing the two games, and so I was going to suggest that maybe they couldn't even get their other publisher to do Elden Ring. Yeah, Demon Souls and Bloodborne, they definitely published, of course. But anywho, I think though ultimately that FromSoft is one of the few exceptions where they actually have probably, maybe, I don't know, more creative control than the publishers that they
Is that a kobold type?
that like publish their games. I don't know how to put it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other studios have like the same levels of control, but like it's, and now granted, I know this is a different situation where it's a company that owns the studio, but like if we're just talking broadly and comparing apples and oranges, compare it to Bethesda at this point, who have literally lost control of their, well, maybe that's a strong way to put it, but like they're not developing Fallout.
All done. Not bad.
It's
right?
crazy. And also, it's such a fucking bummer because it seems like, again, not having played some of the games, but like, I mean, Pentiment remains on my short list of like, oh, I need to check out this game at some point in time.
That was the last of them. Good work.
Avowed was on that list too. I just hadn't gotten around to Avowed because I don't know, man. I need to I need to rethink like some things for a moment here. Let's analyze this for a second. I decided it was better to play Echoes of Aincrad rather than Avowed or Pentiment. What is going on with me? I mean, part of me was also too, like, I was also very interested in seeing like what kind of game this would turn out to be too. So there's definitely some sort of like level of curiosity behind playing a new game because you're just like, what the hell? I wonder what this is going to be. Oh, right. I never finished my thought. We need Alcade in chat to confirm whether or not the original Sword Art Online light novel mentions Estus and flasks and stuff like that, because I doubt it. I kind of doubt that.
Let's get this done. We did it! All done. Not bad, right? A treasure chest.
Am I blind? Oh my god, I'm blind. Why did I looked away for the record. I looked away from the screen. I didn't realize I was walking to nothing. For the record, Your Honor, Exhibit A. There's another place we want to go first, though. Damn it. Dude, why? It's so freaking far. I think it'd be faster if I just go back to this. Fuck. I think the books, or the web novels probably came first, right? Jesus, 2002. Dark Souls, and Dark Souls really copied a lot of Sword Art Online when you get down to it, you know? The only thing they did differently is that Dark Souls isn't about being stuck in a video game, but otherwise the lore is indistinguishable. I'm going the wrong way. I assume that fast traveling would point me in the direction of the road, like in the Ghost of Sushi wind thing. I haven't even played Ghost of Tsushima yet.
It's a kobold.
I don't know where are my priorities? I like how now I'm just trying to determine why the hell I play the games I play. Like what mode? Ow! Are you kidding me? The attack animation still went off even after. So I, for the record, think it's like ridiculous when people get angry about like having to wait for video game or something. I have to wait for Spider to expose self. This is a direct analysis or criticism over the criticism that Ego Raptor has for Ocarina of Time. But I will say that mechanic is annoying as hell because the mechanic that this enemy has, not the spiders spinning around, because dude, it's a couple seconds. Fucking whatever. I am neurodivergent and I still don't have a problem with the spiders, okay? For the record. For the record, Your Honor. How did I get through here before? Oh, here. But when the plant thing goes down into the ground, it's just like it I don't think it's fun. And it's just a time sink is what I'm saying. Like there's no risk to it. I don't know. They're the moths from Suikoden 3. These are completely different things we're talking about. What am I saying?
Come on!
Is it over?
Have I lost the plot?
Well done.
Okay, no. We're
Not
still
bad, right?
on our way.
I think we'd have the advantage against that one. The kobold. Should we fight it? That was the last of them. Good work. Is it over? Is that a kobold type 2?
I don't know if I get the point of that backtrack.
Look over there! A chest!
Because it doesn't lead to a chest as far as we can tell, right? So what's the point? All right, we're going to get done with this quest, and then it'll be a good stopping point. So I can head out a little early, blah, 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 blah. Wait, what am I doing? I thought oh, I see. I added one. That was weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the, like, I guess they just didn't, like, program a, like, standable position there or something, like an actual falling place. Very, very weird. So what is the point of this? I don't need to jump. What is the point of this? Just drown. I do like the idea that any bug in this game can be explained by, like, well, it's a bug within the game and that's how it works. Like the most ridiculous contrivance you have. That's just how it works in the game. I'm not saying the controls are bad, but you could say, like, these controls suck. Well, that's what it was like in the game. In lore experience. The controls suck. That's just what it's like in it. That's what happens in this game. If you check chapter 34 of the light novel, you'll see that the controls are garbage. Kirito even mentions as much. Wait, how the fuck do I get back up? Oh my god, I have to run all the way. Wait, no. No need to crash out. There's this. We're good. I like how I made no progress in that jumping attack. I just froze in place. I'm playing with, while looking at another screen.
Let's switch.
Right?
Fight on your own terms.
Yep, got it.
I mean, do I feel better about getting most of these chests? I do. I 100% do.
Probably this way. An enemy!
Thank God it's not another of those kobolds. And we'd have to see the animation of it dancing and killing 3 of its guys again, because dear Lord, for all that is fucking holy.
Watch over me, Nico!
Wow, 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 much good, very much good. This is what I like, this is what I play, this is why I play video games, right here.
This one! Come on! Come on!
Let's get him!
Jesus, that took, I don't know why that wasn't procking.
Good start! We took off a decent chunk of its HP. It hits hard, but don't worry. If anyone can kill it, it's us. Keep going! Victory will be ours!
Come on! This one!
My focus. Here it is! Attack now! That was the last.
All right. Yeah, okay, all right.
We did it! I couldn't have done it without you. I can't believe you helped me out 3 times. Using my upgraded equipment to overcome such a difficult quest, it's helped me see the path forward. I'm going to get stronger and continue fighting, no matter how hard it gets. I hope be able to enhance my sword again using this. I can't thank you enough. Here's your payment for today. You're strong and reliable. It's no wonder we make such a great team. I'd love to fight by your side again, should we ever get the chance.
Let's go to another town. Okay, we got our quest done. So that means I'm just going to pick up the other side quest here. And then we will call it for the morning. Again, sorry for a short stream, but things to do and stuff to see. I could just... I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, with a getup like that, you have to be an O. Yep, thought so.
This dude's
Say,
got the
you
cheeks
didn't
we should have
see a
chosen.
lad out there, did you? My brother went to hunt a monster out that way, but he hasn't come back.
Oh, I can't skip this in the same way. Saw the corpse of a young man.
Blasted fool. You're strong, ain't that right? Please avenge my brother's death. I'll pay you, of course.
All right, let's call it. I am falling asleep or something. I don't know. I did not sleep well. Have a good one. Maybe I'll see you guys later tonight. We shall see.